Joe Biden will be sworn in as U.S. president in just a few hours. Vice President-elect Kamala Harris will take the oath of office with him in a fortified Washington, D.C. Live to Simon Marks in just a moment. But first, a look at how this new presidential chapter will begin.
There have been months of post-election chaos, claims of voter fraud, and just 2 weeks ago, the storming of the Capitol. But at midday Washington time, the scene of that violence will play host to Joe Biden as he takes the oath of office to become the 46th President of the United States.
To heal, we must remember. It's hard sometimes to remember. But that's how we heal. It's important to do that as a nation.
At 78, he will be the oldest president inaugurated. And there's more history to be made. Kamala Harris will become the first woman vice president.
We, the American people, are united in spirit. And my abiding hope, my abiding prayer, is that we emerge from this ordeal with a new wisdom.
The two will be sworn in during an inauguration ceremony like no other. There's extra tight security on an unprecedented level due to the pandemic and threats of more riots. 25,000 National Guard troops have been deployed. Security fences are in place at the White House, with soldiers on patrol at all key intersections. What we aren't seeing today is the usual crowd of supporters spreading out from the Capitol stage and down the National Mall. But 3 former presidents will be there: Barack Obama, Bill Clinton, and George W. Bush. And while the festivities will be low-key, there'll still be a sense of celebration. Lady Gaga will sing the national anthem, Jennifer Lopez will perform, and as usual, there'll be prayers and poetry.
The hour's drawing very near, Simon. What do Americans expect from a Biden presidency?
Well, look, first of all, there's Inauguration Day to get through, Dawn, and I think that Joe Biden is going to want to accentuate in his speech and throughout the events that are taking place in this city over the next few hours as much of a sense of national celebration as is possible under these quite extraordinary circumstances, not just of COVID-19, of course, but of security in Washington, D.C. But then he's going to get straight into the Oval Office and sign a raft of executive orders that are designed not just to deal with immediate priorities, but also to symbolize the direction in which he wishes to take the country by confronting the COVID-19 pandemic head on. We saw that last night. His first stop when he arrived in Washington, the reflecting pool there in front of the Lincoln Memorial, lit up as it now is with 400 lanterns to symbolize the 400,000 Americans who have now died. He's going to prioritize climate change in a way that we absolutely haven't seen before here. So an executive order is going to be signed today, taking America back into the Paris Climate Change Accords. But that's just the start of a major effort to overturn some of the undoing of environmental regulations that has gone on during the Biden presidency. And as he's made clear throughout, he wants to convey a message to the wider world that America is back, that it's no longer America first, America alone, some would say, as it has been during the course of the last 4 years. But this is going to be an administration absolutely reliant on and believing in the international alliances that America, in many parts of the world, sees itself traditionally as underpinning. Now, there will be many questions around the world as to just how long America is in fact back, given the millions of people out there in the United States who are not going to view today's events as legitimate. And also given the concerns that those people, fueled as they have been by President Trump's lies about the presidential election being rigged, still pose a threat to the safety and security of the inauguration today and the country going forward.
All right, Simon, thank you very much for that. Simon Marks there in Washington, D.C. Well, security in the Capitol has been stepped up to an unprecedented level ahead of the inauguration. The alert level has been heightened after the storming of the Capitol by Trump supporters recently. National Guard troops, police and other security personnel have been deployed across the city. Kate Fisher joins us live now at the US Capitol for more. Kate, are we expecting a peaceful ceremony, given the fact that it's been scaled down in the way it has been, and also the high security measures that have been taken?
It does feel, standing here on the edge of one of the dozens of roadblocks across Washington, D.C., that it has to be a peaceful ceremony, because it feels like there's simply no way that anyone who wants to cause trouble could possibly get anywhere near the Capitol building. There are 25,000 National Guard troops patrolling the streets. Many of them are armed, a decision the Pentagon said it did not take lightly, but shows just how much concern there is about keeping this event safe after what happened 2 weeks ago. So it does feel as if this is going to go through peacefully, simply because of the huge security presence. Obviously, there are still concerns about potentially having people serving in the National Guard or the police who have sympathies with these right-wing extremists. The FBI believes they have rooted all of those out. There are still concerns about the airspace potential for drones. Again, the airspace has been closed, and security services are hoping that they have closed all potential loopholes. As for the actual ceremony itself, it will be so scaled down, as you say. There are around only 100 chairs up on the platform that would usually be packed with dignitaries. They are all spaced out to allow the guests to have social distancing, and there will not be those hundreds of thousands of Americans on the National Mall celebrating their new president, as is usual in these times. The National Mall has been shut off, just like the White House, just like the Capitol, surrounded by fences, and people are being told if they want to participate, they need to do so virtually and to stay at home.
And Kate, it's not just the Capitol that's implementing these tightened security measures, is it?
No, it's across the whole country, in fact. The FBI warned that every single state capital should be braced for potential unrest. That means that's 50 cities across the United States. All of their federal buildings the security there is being stepped up. Most of them have been closed this week. There was concern that there could be riots or unrest on Sunday. That kind of went by peacefully. There were just a few protesters that turned out in the cities of Michigan and in Oregon as well, places where there has been problems with far-right extremist groups in the past, but they were peaceful protests and only a few people joined in. Nevertheless, the FBI is warning state capitals across the country that they need to remain on high alert, because there could be trouble today, which is, of course, the big date that everybody has been waiting for, the day that Donald Trump leaves office and Joe Biden takes it.